Have you ever dreamed of floating in a sea where you can't sink? Of walking through a bamboo forest that sings to the wind? Or standing on the edge of a volcano that breathes fire beneath your feet? In this journey, we're not just visiting places. We're stepping into Earth's strangest, wildest, and most magical secrets. From the glowing auroras dancing in the night sky, to marble caves sculpted by time, lava-lit horizons, and waterfalls that thunder through the Yol. Clouds, these aren't just destinations. They're living wonders. So buckle up, traveler. What you're about to see will challenge everything you thought you knew about our planet. Welcome to Wonders of Earth 360. Let the adventure begin. Hidden deep in the forests near Klevin, Ukraine, the Tunnel of Love is not just a railway. It's a living, breathing fairy tale. This lush green corridor stretches about 3 to 5 kilometers, formed naturally as trees intertwined around an old industrial railway line. What makes it unique isn't just its stunning appearance. It's said that couples who make a wish while walking through the tunnel will have it come true. The tracks are still in use by a small train serving a nearby factory, adding a touch of rustic charm and mystery. The tunnel's shape is so perfectly arched that it seems hand-carved, but it's nature and time that sculpted this wonder. Best visited in late spring or early autumn when the foliage is at its fullest, the Tunnel of Love has become a dream spot for wedding photos, romantic walks, and quiet reflection amidst nature's embrace. The Great Wildebeest Migration is one of nature's most spectacular shows, an epic journey of over 1.5 million wildebeest, joined by zebras and gazelles, across the plains of Serengeti, Tanzania, and Masai Mara, Kenya. What makes this migration so unique isn't just the scale, but the raw drama. River crossings teeming with crocodiles, predator ambushes, thunderous hoofbeats shaking the earth. It's a year-round cycle driven by rain, instinct, and survival. Perhaps the most heart-pounding moment is the Mara River crossing, where herds leap into swirling waters, risking everything for greener grass. Some call it the last great migration on Earth. No 2 years are alike. Routes shift, dangers evolve. It's not just movement, it's the rhythm of life written across the savanna, a true wildlife symphony unfolding under open skies. Hidden in the remote Patagonian Andes, the marble caves of Chile are a surreal masterpiece carved by water and time. Nestled in the shimmering waters of General Carrera Lake, these caves are made entirely of solid marble, shaped over 6,000 years. By waves gently washing against the calcium carbonate walls. What makes them truly unique is the ever-changing color palette. The water's hues turquoise, cobalt, emerald reflect off the cave walls, creating a living light show that changes with the seasons, weather, and sunlight. you can only reach. Them by boat or kayak, making the journey part of the magic. The most iconic section, the Marble Cathedral, features flowing, wave-like patterns that feel otherworldly. These caves aren't just stunning, they're one of the most remote and peaceful places on Earth, untouched by mass tourism. To witness their hypnotic beauty is to experience nature's poetry carved in stone and reflected in glacial blue. The Aurora Borealis, or Northern Lights, is not just a light show, it's Earth's most magical dance between solar winds and our planet's magnetic field. Occurring near the magnetic poles, these shimmering curtains of green, pink, violet, and even deep red are the result of charged particles from the sun colliding with gases in our atmosphere. What's truly mind-blowing? The auroras seem scientists have recorded faint crackling sounds during intense displays. Each aurora is unique, shaped by invisible forces miles above us, and best seen from places like Norway, Iceland, Canada, and Alaska. In ancient folklore, the lights were believed to be spirits of ancestors, celestial foxes, or gods playing in the sky. They can appear suddenly, swirl like whirlpools, or ripple like waves. No two displays are ever the same. The Northern Lights are nature's ultimate mystery and spectacle, ephemeral, powerful, and utterly unforgettable. The Azores, a remote Portuguese archipelago in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, is a surreal blend of volcanic drama and emerald serenity. Often called the Hawaii of Europe, this chain of 9 islands was forged by fire, with boiling hot springs, volcanic calderas, and underwater geothermal vents still active today. One of its strangest wonders? You can cook food by burying it in hot volcanic soil. The local dish cocido das furnace literally stews underground. Lakes like Ceticidades dazzle with 2 different colors, blue and green, in the same crater, divided by a thin land bridge. The Azores is also one of the best whale-watching spots in the world, with over 20 species passing through. From hydrangea-lined roads to crater lakes shrouded in mist, the islands feel like a forgotten world where time moves slower. No crowds, no rush, just raw nature in all its quiet power. Bryce Canyon, located in southern Utah, isn't actually a canyon. It's a natural amphitheater carved by frost and erosion over millions of years. What sets it apart? Its surreal forest of hoodoos, towering, spire-shaped rock formations. That look like they belong on another planet. Some stand over 200 feet tall, painted in fiery reds, oranges, and pinks that glow at sunrise and sunset. Unlike other parks, Bryce sits at a high elevation, over 8,000 feet, offering not just unique geology, but some of the clearest night skies in North America. Stargazing here feels like touching the universe. In winter, snow covers the hoodoos, creating a stunning contrast of white and red. And here's a quirky fact. Native Paiute legends say these stone spires are ancient people turned to rock for misbehaving. Hiking through Bryce feels like wandering through a natural cathedral where every turn reveals a new masterpiece sculpted by wind and time. The Dead Sea is one of Earth's most bizarre and otherworldly places. Lying at the lowest point on the planet over 430 meters below sea level, it's so salty that nothing can live in its waters, hence the name. But that same salt creates an unforgettable experience. You can float effortlessly on the surface, as if gravity doesn't apply. The water is nearly 10 times saltier than the ocean, and the mineral-rich mud found along the shore is world-famous for its skin-healing properties. Even weirder, the Dead Sea is actually shrinking rapidly, revealing salt chimneys, sinkholes, and strange salt crystal formations. Its air is unusually rich in oxygen and low in allergens, making it a haven for those with respiratory conditions. Located between Jordan and Israel, the Dead Sea has been a natural spa, a refuge, and a source of fascination for thousands of years, mentioned in ancient texts and sought after by queens and emperors. It's not just a lake, it's a living paradox of beauty, stillness, and slow transformation. Mount Yasur, located on Tana Island in Vanuatu, is one of the world's most accessible active volcanoes, and it's been erupting continuously for over 800 years. Unlike most volcanoes, you can stand right on the crater rim and watch lava explode. Into the sky, just meters away, the rumble of the earth, the glowing magma, and the ash-filled air create a primal, almost supernatural experience. Local legends speak of the volcano as a spiritual messenger, and ancient tribes still perform rituals in its shadow. Visitors often describe it as staring into the Earth's beating heart. What's even more surreal? At night, the eruptions light up the sky in fiery bursts, like a natural fireworks show no CG I needed. Despite its power, Yasur is surprisingly safe when approached with guides, making it one of the few places where you can safely experience a living volcano up close. For adventurers seeking the edge between beauty and danger, Mount Yasur delivers an unforgettable thrill. The Sagano Bamboo Forest, located in Arashiyama, Kyoto, is not just a grove, it's a living soundscape. As the tall bamboo stalks sway in the wind, they produce a natural, haunting rustle so unique that Japan's Ministry of Environment has listed it as one of the 100 soundscapes of Japan. Walking through feels like stepping into a dream, or a Studio Ghibli film. Towering green stalks stretch endlessly upward, filtering sunlight into a mystical green glow. Unlike typical forests, this bamboo grove changes dramatically with the light and seasons, becoming a completely different world at dawn, dusk, or under the moonlight. The paths are lined with centuries-old temples and shrines, enhancing its spiritual vibe. And here's something quirky. Bamboo in Japan symbolizes strength and resilience, and locals believe it wards off evil spirits. It's not just a forest, it's a sensory journey into the heart of Japanese serenity and folklore. Vøringsfossen Waterfall, nestled in the dramatic Macbethland Valley of western Norway, is not just a waterfall, it's Norway's natural thunder. Plunging 182 meters, 597 feet, from a high plateau into a narrow gorge. It combines raw power with cinematic beauty. But what truly sets Vøringsfossen apart is the suspension footbridge that stretches across the chasm, giving you a thrilling, vertigo-inducing view directly over the roaring cascade. This architectural marvel blends seamlessly into nature, letting visitors feel like they're floating above the abyss. The waterfall's flow is partially controlled by nearby hydroelectric plants, creating an unusual mix of untamed nature and human precision. Shrouded in mist, echoing with thunder, and surrounded by steep cliffs and lush greenery, Vøringsfossen has inspired poets, painters, and adventurers for centuries. It's not just a scenic stop, it's a symphony of rock, water, and sky. You've just witnessed some of the most surreal places on Earth. But trust us, this is only the beginning. There are still hidden corners, untold stories, and jaw-dropping wonders waiting to be revealed. If this video sparked your sense of wonder, don't keep it to yourself. Hit subscribe, smash that like button, and share this journey with fellow explorers. Join the growing community here at Wonders of Earth 360, where every video is your passport to another world. See you in the next adventure. Stay curious, stay wild, stay wandering,